Never in the history of the world have we ever had this much fatherly footwear at our fingertips. Growing up in the 90s, all we had was comedians in sitcoms, athletes in sports, actors in movies, and ads in magazines. But now we're in an era where we get a window into the lives of so many of our fellow men. Now we got cool uncles, the brothers we wish we had, and so many fathers documenting dope dad things. Even if you never plan on having kids, if you're still watching, hate to break it to you, you got dad energy. And today we're talking about 8 sneakers that you might want to consider based on 3 simple criteria: style, uniqueness, and practicality. And they're all linked down below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. First up, we have the Nike P6000. This slightly futuristic runner is actually a mashup of the Nike Pegasus 25 and the Pegasus 2006. My favorite colorways are the silver, and I know it looks flashy online, but I have seen these in person and they look phenomenal on foot. And a close second is Varsity Red. And just like any sneaker with a fabric or synthetic upper, these can be easily cleaned in the washing machine when those inevitable spills happen. Because let's face it, kids are messy. Spilling things is what they do. Next is a shoe that I personally own 2 pairs of, the Mizuno MXR. This Japanese sneaker is a sleeper. All the colors are classic and understated, so they're super easy to style. And I'll admit, they're not unique in terms of design, but their uniqueness comes in the fact that they're not popular at all, at least here in the US. And for guys like us, that is a good thing. I don't want to drive the same car everybody has, and I definitely don't want to dress exactly like anyone else. And on top of that, they're affordable. For less than 80 bucks, you can have your hands on the most lightweight runners you've ever set foot in. Then we have the Asics Gel Kayano 14. This shoemaker has a long history of making good looking runners. But last year specifically, the Kayano 14 went platinum. So no, it's not unique in that respect, but you can clearly see why so many folks wear them. And they're surprisingly easy to dress up. So if you're a guy that has to wear multiple hats throughout the day, maybe you work in a casual environment, and if you want to be the flyest dad at the after school pickups, these are the ones you want to get. And it has to be the metallic plum colorway, non-negotiable. This next one's the Diadora Mythos Propulsion 280. With the exception of the black colorway, these aren't really practical from a low maintenance perspective. But who cares? They're gas. Now don't get me wrong, the mesh ones definitely hold their own, but the suede just adds that premium touch in my humble opinion. And let's keep it real, most of y'all watching right now never even heard of this brand till a moment ago. So once again, if you want to set the trends and set a good example for your offspring, you gotta make your own choices. And maybe this is one of them. Coming in at number 5 is coincidentally the Nike Vomero 5. So this is an updated version of the Nike Zoom Vomero that dropped during the pandemic when everybody was all about comfort. And their collab with the Cold Wall in 2019 definitely helped push them further into the public eye. And to me, the design feels very architectural, especially in the white colorway. Take a close look at that lateral panel and heel counter. It reminds me of a luxury hotel or museum or something like that. At 160 bucks, these are far from the cheapest shoe on this list, but for a guy who puts his family first, it is healthy to treat yourself every now and again. Now let's talk about the Lacoste L003. Now off top, you either immediately hate these or you love them. Now I personally have these in the green and cream colorway as well as the black and charcoal. So clearly I'm biased, but for good reason. The comfort is immaculate for one. Okay, and they still look new wear after wear. And y'all know I'm a sucker for a streamlined silhouette. And of all the shoes on this list, this one takes the cake in a way that I've only ever seen from higher end brands. Fair warning though, these are not functional runners, okay? But for chasing your kiddos around, they'll get the job done. Next up, we got the Asics Onitsuka Tiger. Now from a style perspective, the Mexico 66 is irrefutably iconic. If you're a millennial like me, you remember when these first popped off with Kill Bill. And that was actually the second time because Bruce Lee wore them in the 70s. That's like 50 years of relevancy. That's your era, your daddy, and your daddy's daddy. Not only does it stand apart from your usual technical dad shoe, it's a rising trend along with other slim silhouettes, making this the one instance where timeless fashion guys and trend chasers actually agree on something. Last but not least, we have the Mizuno Wave Rider 10. This shoe is often described as having Japanese soul, because it literally has a Japanese soul. The first one, in fact, to use Mizuno's updated wave plate technology, making it the best shoe on this list for both working out and wearing casually. And you see that material break at the toe box? You notice is right where the foot bends so it avoids creasing, meaning that these are going to continue to look good wear after wear. So for the guy who wants to shop less, or maybe you're a dad who travels for work, these rise to the occasion in more ways than one.